Hi guys, welcome back to my excuse me, welcome back to my kitchen. This is Linda, and I have a couple of friends that aren't feeling too well, so we're going to make a cake. And this is another pound cake, but it is a brown sugar walnut pound cake, and I'm going to put it in my little mini pans because I want to be able to take each of them, you know, part of the cake without cutting a whole cake up. So I've already gotten started. I've got 2 sticks of softened butter, and the recipe called for 2 1/4 cups packed light brown sugar. But what I did was I used 2 packed cups of light brown sugar, and I used the 1/4 cup for dark brown because I thought it would enrich the flavor, you know, deepen the flavors. And so I guess it's kind of an experiment. We'll see. So I've already got those mixed together till they're fluffy. Now the next thing that's going in, I think, let's see here. I sifted together, and you can't see it, but I sifted together, well, can you, yeah, right here, 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. That's what's right here in this little pile. So that'll be going in shortly. But in the meantime, I'm going to set that aside. Now I'm going to beat the eggs. There's 5 eggs going in here. Everything's room temperature on this pound cake. So I'm going to get all 5 of these eggs combined in here, and then I'll bring you back. Alright, I got all 5 of those eggs combined. Now the next thing, the sifted flour, all-purpose flour, is going to alternate going in. There was 3 cups of the flour. Going to alternate going in with 3/4 cup of buttermilk. I used full buttermilk. I suppose you could use, you know, low fat if you wanted to. But you begin and end with the flour. And we're going to do it in 3 batches. So this will be the first bit of flour. And when I get all of it in there, we'll be back. Alright, I got everything beaten up in there except the walnuts. Preheat your oven to 325 degrees. And go ahead and grease the pans you're going to use. And I'm going to do the walnuts by hand. There's not that much flour on them. So I'm just going to pour those in. Leave a little bit of this flour behind. And I'm going to put those in. I'm just going to, whoops. I'm going to stir these in by hand. I don't know if this is a 1/2 cup of walnuts or 3/4 cup. I just kind of guessed. Chopped them up. They're toasted. I toasted them before I ever put them in the freezer. So let's get them mixed up in here. And I got a bowl that has a spout on it because it's easier to pour. Now the recipe said that it would make between 4 and 6 mini loaves. And I only greased 4 of them. If I need the others, I'll grease them too. But I didn't want to do it if I didn't have to. So here's my little mini loaves. I don't know how far to fill them. But probably 2/3 of the way would be good. Because I surely don't want them to overflow. And I will be straightening the top out once I get them all in the pan. Alrighty. Now you flour the walnuts to keep them from sinking and having all of them at the bottom. You want part of them, you know, you want them to go throughout your cake. And I honestly think there's not enough batter in here to do even one more. So according to the directions, if you're using mini loaves, it's going to take about 45 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get these excuse me, smoothed out and in the oven, and I'll bring you back when they're done. Hey guys, we're back. Here's my little 4 loaves. That's what it made. And the odd thing about this cake, which I really didn't realize at the time, is that it doesn't call for any extracts. So that's not a mistake that there's no vanilla or almond or any of that in there. It just didn't call for it. So I'm going to take one of these and put it on a plate. They're still a little bit warm.
I don't know if I can eat that whole loaf.
Well, you're not getting the whole loaf. Let me move this out of the way.
But I am going to put a little butter on it. Is that alright?
Yeah. I'm going to cut the piece of it. Can you all see? Let's see. There's the inside. Let me get a close-up of that. See if I can get in there closer. And of course we don't know what it tastes like yet. But it looks good, and you can see the nuts went all through it. They didn't all fall to the bottom. I got a little plate for Sammy.
Is it hot?
No, it's warm, but it's not hot.
Melt a little butter.
No, I don't think it's warm enough to melt the butter, but it might be.
Okay. Well, it's very good.
Is it?
It's not as sweet as I thought it might be, which is good for me.
Really?
Yeah, pound cake's not supposed to be real sweet, is it?
No, these are little pound cakes. That's true. Well, I messed that one up. Well, let's see what I think.
Very good. Texture's good, great. Moist. Walnut's great. Got that little crunch on the outside.
Mm-hmm. Well, my true opinion is that I've had better pound cakes. And my taste buds tell me it needs some vanilla.
Well, it's pretty dang good. would be a good tea or coffee cake. You know, I think it'd be excellent. But now, compared to the Marie Antoinette pound cake, you know.
Oh, there's no comparison.
It's very good. It is. It's very good. Linda's not a professional eater.
That's true, I'm not.
I love the walnuts in it. I love the texture and the little crunchiness from the outside.
Is it moist?
Yeah. Plenty moist. Like I said, this would be an excellent little tea cake or coffee cake. I like it because it doesn't really have a sugary, sweet taste. You know, me being a diabetic and all.
I know. Well, okay, guys, you heard it from him.
Mm-hmm. Try it. It's well worth it.
I can taste the brown sugar, and to me, that's good.
But it's not too much.
Yeah, it's like a coffee cake pound cake. So anyway, the recipe will be below, and don't think that I left out any extracts because I didn't. You can't cut it like that, Sam. You'll break it. Just like I did. I didn't leave them out. It didn't call for it, but
Good.
in any case, thank you for coming in today and spending part of your day with me. I always appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up if you want to, and I hope you do. And subscribe because it doesn't take but just a few seconds. And until next time, you take care and God bless.